Well, hello, friends, and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is National Sales Director Kristin Sharpe coming in with your Thursday Thankful Message. And today, I want to read an article out of a really fun book that I got that Mary Kay Ash wrote called From My Heart to Yours. And the subject is people are more important than the plan. People are more important than the plan. Mary Kay went on to write, an especially successful director once said that 15% of her success was due to her product knowledge, while 85% was due to her people knowledge. I agree with that. The American philanthropist John D. Rockefeller once said, I will pay more for the ability to deal with people, far more than any commodity under the sun, sugar, wheat, or flour. Without a doubt, the ability to deal with people is the most important ability we can acquire. In our company, that ability enabled people like Helen McVoy to become one of the highest ranking national sales directors. Now, side note, Helen McVoy and Daylene White were the first national sales directors in Mary Kay Cosmetics. Okay, Mary Kay went on to say, I remember one morning early in the history of our company, I heard Helen outside my office door saying, you had a $35 party? That's wonderful. Well, even in those days, it wasn't wonderful. I simply couldn't imagine to whom she was talking to. So I went to the door and I peeked out to see. Helen saw me and in her incredible way said, oh, Mary Kay, may I present my new recruit? Last night, she sold $35 at her party. I thought, well, yes, I heard. She then continued, at her first 3 parties, she didn't sell anything. But last night, it's quite possible that the new recruit might never have even held another class if Helen had not praised her to success. One of the mistakes I think many companies make is not paying as much attention to their people as they do the balance sheet and the bottom line. I really believe that if you take care of your people will take care of you. You've often heard people are known by the company they keep. People are known by the company they keep. I think companies are known by the people they keep. From the beginning of Mary Kay Cosmetics, we have been surrounded by wonderful, positive thinking, enthusiastic people who have made our company great. There is a man who has become legendary where we are concerned because one day he came into our corporate headquarters and sat down in the reception area. Since he had not asked to see anyone when the receptionist had the chance, she asked if there was something she could do for him. He replied, no, if you just don't mind, I'd like to just sit here a while and soak up some of your sunshine. Everyone here is always smiling and pretty and enthusiastic. It's a joy to come in here. I call on offices all day long, every day, and generally the people aren't smiling and sometimes they're even rude. But I always find it a pleasure to come here. This is the atmosphere that's maintained every day at Mary Kay Cosmetics by our fabulous people. And I am so proud of every one of them. Mary Kay Ash. People are more important than the plan. Wow. So I want you to think about how you can show love, kindness, and care and show your customers and your team members that they are more important, that they are the VIPs. I want you to think about that. How are you doing in this category? Is there things that you know you should keep doing? Is there a couple things that you can do to adjust? Well, one of the things that I've been doing with my personal unit members is the 10-call challenge. And I want to share this with you because it's made such an impact on my personal unit that I think it is worth talking about on the $1 Million Message. So here's what we're doing. We are making 10 calls every day for 10 days. That's right. And a call only counts if someone picks it up and or you leave a voicemail. Now, if they don't have a voicemail, it doesn't count. You have to leave an enthusiastic voicemail. These are customer care calls. These are reach outs for potential bookings or second appointments. And here's what my unit members have said about this exercise. Things like, wow, Kristin, I was not even making 10 calls a day. I thought I was working my business, but when I started tracking it, I was doing 2, 3, maybe 5. Or, oh my goodness, I've done the calculation, Kristin, and every call is resulting in about $25 in sales. I did an average because some people I leave messages for, some people booked on the spot, some people picked up and had an order. I had no idea because I had never tracked or done this exercise. People said things like, Kristin, I was hiding behind text message, but now I can see this was the missing hole in my business. You guys, every single one of my unit members that has taken this 10 calls a day for 10 days challenge, they even said, this was so good, I'm going to continue this for another 10 days. Now, here's the thing. If you miss one day or you don't do 10 calls, you have to start over. 10 calls for 10 days straight. That's right. So I'm going to challenge you to take the 10 call, 10-day challenge. Make those calls that show that you care, that you're following up. And I promise you, whether it's a customer reorder check-in, it's a reconnection with a team member that maybe you haven't talked to in a while, or maybe someone that's fallen off of your team, or someone that's promised you to host, or maybe that person that's ghosted you. I just want you to really take the time for people to know that you care. And I want to make sure when you get on the phone with them that you talk to them about something other than Mary Kay too. Make a connection. Maybe you saw on Facebook her son's graduating, or maybe you noticed she just had a birthday, or maybe you saw that she had a loss in her family. Let them know you care. It's really incredible what happens, how Mary Kay organically comes up, or you can weave it in. So I hope you'll take this challenge, and I hope you'll remember the philosophy of our founder, the dear Mary Kay Ash: people are more important than the plan. This is National Sales Director Kristin Sharpe signing off. Make today a day that counts.